Hi, I'm Allie.
Hi, my name is Travis. Can you believe how fast the semester went by?
No, it went by so fast, it's crazy. I'm so excited for summer.
It's starting to warm up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So today we used a sample question from the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Service Civics Practice.
We ran a poll trying to figure out if people could pass the United States naturalization test.
We interviewed many people, and we have 3 people here who'd like to share their results with you.
So we randomly selected questions from our poll to ask our respondents to share their answers with the group.
One of the questions we asked was, what is the economic system of the United States? So we asked 3 of our respondents their age and race. Here's Allie with our first.
Thanks, Travis.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I'm 19 and I'm white.
So the first question that you answered was, what is the economic system in the United States? Your options were A, communist, B, capitalist, C, socialist, or D, none of the above.
I wasn't really sure which one was the answer, so I picked none of the above.
Okay, that was actually incorrect. The correct answer is capitalist. So why do you think you chose none of the above?
To be honest, I kind of just wasn't familiar with this question. It's a little confusing to me, so I kind of just chose none of the above and winged it.
So the second question that we asked was, in what month do we vote for president? And your options were A, January, B, November, C, October, or D, February.
For this one, I answered November.
Cool, that's correct.
Oh, great.
The last question that we asked was, who wrote the Declaration of Independence? And your options were A, Thomas Jefferson, B, Ben Franklin, C, George Washington, or D, John Locke.
Yes, for this one, I answered Thomas Jefferson.
Awesome, that's also correct. So overall, how hard was this test for you?
For me, it was pretty easy. I'm really familiar with the U.S. history, so that helped.
Cool, thanks, Sydney.
Thank you.
So how was Sydney's interview?
Pretty good. Out of the 3 randomly selected questions that we asked her, she got 2 out of 3 correct, so she seemed pretty confident.
Oh, nice.
Here's Travis with our second respondent.
Thanks, Allie.
Hello, my name's Jenny. I'm 35 and I'm Middle Eastern.
Okay, so we asked her 3 questions. Her first question was, what was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Her options were A, establish the United Nations, B, declare war on Great Britain, C, save or preserve the Union, and D, purchase Alaska.
I answered save or preserve the Union. It sounded right, and I didn't think he established the United Nations.
Oh, that was correct. Her second question was, what does the Constitution do? Her options were A, set up the government, B, define the government, C, protect basic rights of Americans, or D, all of the above.
I thought about what was in the Constitution, and I answered all of the above because it sounded right.
Oh, that was also correct. Her last question was, what do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? Her options were A, the Bill of Rights, B, the Constitution, or C, the amendments.
I answered the Bill of Rights. I knew that one. It was pretty easy.
Oh, wow, that was also correct. So Jenny, how hard was this test for you?
I've had to take the naturalization test before, so I was familiar with the questions, so I thought it was pretty easy.
Oh, wow, okay, cool.
So Travis, how was Jenny's interview?
Jenny's interview went pretty well. Out of the 3 sample questions that we asked her, she got all 3 correct, which was pretty cool.
Cool.
So here's Allie with our third respondent.
Thanks, Travis.
Hi, I'm Lily. I'm 26 and I'm white.
So for our first question, there are 13 original states. Name 3 of them. We have A, Washington, Oregon, and California. B, Virginia, North Carolina, and Florida. C, New York, Kentucky, and Georgia. Or D, Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina.
I answered D, Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina.
Awesome, that's correct. So for our second question, we have name one branch or part of the government. We have A, Congress, B, dictator, C, prime minister, or D, prisons.
I answered A, Congress.
That is also correct. Good job. So then for our last question, we have when was the Constitution written? A, 1738, B, 1787, C, 1790, or D, 1780.
I answered B, 1787.
That is also correct. 3 for 3. How do you think you did?
I think I did really well. U.S. history was my favorite thing in school, so I'm good.
So the national pass rate as of September 2016 was 91%. And also, to meet the requirements of this section, applicants must pass a naturalization test to become a naturalized citizen. The naturalization test consists of 2 components, an English and a civics component.
Naturalization applicants must demonstrate an ability to read, write, and speak words in ordinary usage in the English language and have knowledge and understanding of U.S. history and government, also known as civics. In order to pass the actual naturalization test, you need to get at least a 60% on it.
Out of the 40 people that took our poll, all 40 of them passed it, with the lowest score being a 66% and the highest score being 100%. One of the hardest questions that we asked was, when was the Constitution written? 65% of our respondents got it right, and then 35% got it wrong. Another question that our respondents had trouble with was, what does the Constitution do? Their options were, sets up the government, defines the government, protects basic rights of Americans, or all of the above. 75% of our respondents said all of the above, and 25% said protects basic rights of Americans. 2 of the easiest questions that our respondents seemed to like was, what do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? 39 respondents said the flag in the United States, which is 97.5%, and then 1 person said the United States and Congress, which is 2.5%. Another easy question was, for how many years do we elect a president for? 97.5% of our respondents said for 4 years, and 2.5% said 2 years.
This video was created by Sydney Pencer,
Lily Ferkel.
Allie Urban.
Jennifer Corolla.
Oh, you never said go.
Oh!